Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range, cause I grind through the climb, I hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice
Welcome
range,
to another edition of Turn on the Game, the podcast. It's your boy Frog, and I am here with one of my three co-hosts and a special guest in the building. I got to my left, I got Chris J. the Vet. Chris
What's up?
J, say what's up to your
Body.
people.
What's happening?
And to my right, I got T. Fuller in the building.
What up, what up, what
Building.
up?
IG at T-Full2K.
What up? Thank you for allowing me to be here.
We appreciate you joining us and gracing us with your presence here on Turn on the Game, the podcast.
We're gonna jump live on
This
TikTok.
is Game 9.
Niner.
Game 9. How y'all doing today, man? How y'all doing? How y'all feel?
Good, man.
Oh, man, no complaints, no complaints.
Good.
How was your Mother's Day weekend?
It was good. Uneventful, but it was good. Me and the wife chilled, relaxed, watched a lot of TV, a lot of rain, so we didn't get much. A lot of rain this weekend, so we didn't do much.
Okay. Full?
Man, about the same. Did a little bit of work. Then came home and cooked. So that was the kind of extent of the day.
What did you cook? What was the Mother's Day meal, man?
Had mashed potatoes, spinach, and did buffalo and garlic parmesan wings.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay. You Wingstop. You Tony Stop.
Man.
Okay.
T-Full2K stop.
Full of stuff. I heard that.
Yeah.
You know,
Wings are us.
get in there from time to time.
I hate that I can't eat chicken. Turn some wings up right now.
Man, I had some. We had, matter of fact, we had Wingstop last night, and I had Wingstop again today. Because I make sure I get enough for the next day.
Oh man, you can't go wrong.
Good old
with Wingstop.
casual leftovers.
Yes, sir. It was a purposeful leftover.
You know, there's. Did you go to Wingstop? Which one you go to?
The one on Penn.
You know, there's one up here in Edmond now, right? But it's probably farther for you, than Penn. There's one on Broadway and right when that first street when you come in. You know where Charleston's is?
Yeah, I don't venture too far into Edmond.
You live in Edmond.
This
What do
is
you mean?
the farthest I venture. No, I'm just playing. I'll be all over this place. But no, I did not know there was a Wingstop in Edmond. That's good to know.
Yeah. I don't know how the wings are. Because the hood wings is always good over there on 122nd.
Yeah, but they're always missing one or two things.
What, a wing or
in your
two?
order, in your order. They either give you too much wings, more than what you asked for, or they don't give you your sauce. And they took away rolls and baked beans. What? I mean, what kind of...
took
And
away
they take
rolls?
the rolls.
Yeah, I think they took away the rolls.
Oh.
Or we just ain't ordering them.
Probably not ordering them because I don't think they come with it.
Yeah,
it's
they
not
don't
like-
come with it. You
Yeah,
gotta
it's
ask.
not-
for
Yeah,
it.
you gotta order them
Huh.
separately. That's
Huh.
a separate charge. That's a la carte, brother.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
It
not-
ain't wings and.
I mean, you can maybe
What's up,
substitute
Day Day?
carrots.
I'm not actually going live right now, Day Day.
I mean, you know, your head is crooked. What you you read the live?
he's
Are you
trying-
on live? You ain't going live?
He on TikTok live.
You live right now?
I was responding to somebody. They wanted to go live, but I can't. I gotta read this way. Yeah, so
You got a permanent crook in your neck.
I'm gonna have one doing this.
But yeah, man,
How was yours?
my weekend was good. So we traveled to Wichita, Kansas for Oklahoma Express basketball. There was a tournament up in Wichita for high school and and under. Our 15 and under played in a high school tournament. So he had some high school kids, and then he had some. They played up, so they played pretty good. They went 2-2 for the tournament, and The boys played good. The high school girls played good. I mean, it was pretty good. It was a nice little
Are the boys 15 under too, or they're the high school boys?
high school.
And they pretty good, huh? They went 3-1 or something like that.
Yeah, they only lost one game. The whole tournament.
Is that some of the same cats that played last year, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
With a couple of extras.
Okay.
They got a few. They got 3 new cats, I believe.
Okay.
How many's on your boys' team?
It's a 7.
7.
Is
7. Yeah, 7 of them.
Would you say 15 and under?
Yeah.
that one tall cat there? That's pretty
Dion,
nice. Supposed
yep.
to be that's real nice.
Yep.
Oh, so he was there?
The one that's been there?
No, Dion. No, Dion. I'm talking about the other one that's supposed to be. He's supposed to.
no,
Okay, not him.
No, he
So
wasn't.
Dion's still hooping though.
Yeah,
about
yeah.
Finesse?
Dion doing his thing. Finesse doing his thing.
Yeah.
They got some new cats. I got to get their names. But shout out to Oklahoma Express basketball. They did their thing this weekend. Showed out in Kansas, representing Oklahoma City or Oklahoma well. This episode is brought to you by houseofoutlier.com. That is www.houseofoutlier, and that's outli3r.com. All right. Now, Mother's Day was great. I mean, we spent it hooping, obviously. But it was good, though. I mean, it wasn't the normal Mother's Day routine where, you
Not too many mothers
kind of
want to spend
know,
their day.
get together and all that other stuff. And, you really don't want to get together, but you get together anyway. It was cool.
Y'all normally go to Grandy's and get the $3.99 steak.
Man,
Like-
Grandy's, why you playing?
Hey,
Applebee's 2 for $1.
Why you
oh,
playing?
they do that on Mother's Day.
I didn't work at Grandy's twice in my life. And Grandy's by far is one of my top 5 restaurants. Top 5. Grandy's.
Top 5.
Top 5.
Wow.
No lie. Top 5.
And you've been to a lot of places like Opus Prime and
I mean, hey, hold on. The thing is, he didn't even say fast food. He said restaurant.
restaurants. So
Yeah,
it's kind of weird. You've been to Opus Prime. You've been to,
Opus Prime is number 1.
all these steakhouses, but Grandy's,
Grandy's
is
is
top 5.
Opus Prime is number 1. And then
Wow.
you got the Ranch Steakhouse is number 2. I mean, you got to
Yeah, you gotta finish
Mahogany. Where
Ruth Chris. You got to put Ruth Chris. I don't do mahogany. You got to do.
You've
put
been
Ruth
to
Chris
Mahogany.
up
You
there.
don't like Mahogany?
I've been to mahogany. It's overrated to me.
Oh, okay.
Ain't nothing like Grandy's, huh?
You got so yeah. Since y'all gave me some context, I got a little excited with Grandy's because you mentioned it.
Man.
Trying to be funny, but I want to let you know that Grandy's is good. You may not.
Can't even
I say
find the
top
Grandy's
10. I
these
say
days.
top 10.
Top 10.
I say top 10 because I was about to list off about 5 in front of it, so I'll give it top 10.
Top
Top
10.
10. And I'm not going to just
Hey,
pigeonhole Grandy's to just
Yeah.
fast food, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to, because, it don't eat like fast food. It really don't.
Now, I know you go when you sit down, it's unlimited rolls and you can just eat how much you want, but that's pretty fast.
There you go.
Bro.
You're right. Because I mean, it ain't too many fast food places that can give you pot roast. So you're right. It's not your, it's
true.
not your everyday.
I never knew they had pot roast. They got pot roast?
Yeah, they got pot roast.
Yeah.
Or they used to. I don't know.
I
They
can
may
break
not.
that
I
up.
might be able to go back to
Man.
Grandy's again.
Yeah.
It's only like one left, I believe. Is
On
that
39?
23rd,
No.
36th,
39.
No.
36?
39th Expressway.
36 Expressway and
39th
then,
Expressway.
I-240 and
Is there another one?
yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
The one on 36 in Lincoln.
Lincoln.
Yep,
Oh.
that's it. Yeah, 36 links. They got
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
It's, wide- it's open. I was
It's
over
been
there.
there forever. 36
Yeah,
in Lincoln.
my one of our buildings is over there. It's
Yeah.
open. It's open. 36 in Lincoln, right there.
Now, the
Like,
one I used to work at
across
was
street
up
from
in
Arby's.
Edmond.
right across the street
It's
from the
gone.
new Homeland.
I know what you're talking about, but you
It's
sure
open.
it's still open?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it looked closed.
It
It's
it looked
It
vacant.
looked closed, but it's open.
It looked
Very
like they
open.
went and just condemned that
I'm
building.
probably
but,
gonna go there tomorrow. Anyway,
Why would you go way over there opposed to just going to 39
39th.
and Expressway
Expressway.
I didn't know they got one over.
and Meridian?
Is there one over there?
Yep.
Okay, I might go over there then.
But,
Get a lot faster for you.
But hey,
Oh, you're right. There is one over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
but
So it's a lot more Grandy's than we knew.
but
Still open.
you can't beat the one that's the staple. I mean, that's the East Side.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I mean,
Yeah.
You know,
I'm on 36, yeah.
I have to say the food on the East always tastes just a little bit different.
Yeah. No, I done been to some. I done been to. We just went to a little swanky spot that's new.
Swanky.
I wouldn't say swanky, but I say swanky, but it's not swanky, but it's new.
Find swanky for us real quick because we're having a hard time. Does that mean good or bad? I mean,
Good.
swanky.
It's supposed to be the end. The
Use
new
it in a
end
sentence.
thing. So, but it was trash. I'm not gonna mention no names on the air. I'll say it off air.
Okay.
But it was straight trash.
So it wasn't swanky. It was
terrible.
stanky.
It was terrible.
Huh. Okay.
Okay.
What kind of restaurant was it? I'll ask you that.
I'm not gonna go there because
Then you'll
dude,
just know.
you can deduce what I'm talking about.
No, if you tell me Chinese or
No,
American
I'm
or
not
steak.
I'm not going there.
You know what?
Oh, I know what.
Not trying to be funny, but
Jamaican.
I can't recall any Chinese places on the east side.
You're right. I've never seen one.
The east side just got the first 7-Eleven. And you know what they got in there? You know, all 7-Elevens, what do they have in them right now? What do they have in them? All 7-Elevens.
Godfathers?
No,
Not Godfather.
No, not Godfather. The new 7-Elevens. What all do they have in there?
Food,
No, what kind of restaurants in there?
tacos.
The east side got a chicken joint in it.
Wow.
what chicken spot is it?
It's called something broiled. It's chicken.
Okay.
But it's cool though.
Okay.
I mean, they capitalize on it. I think it may be black owned, honestly, but they got the tacos in there too. But they got the chicken joint in there.
No, I stand corrected. There is one. Now that I think about it, over there on Lincoln, across from
Yeah.
Wendy's.
Yeah.
But that's the only one that comes to mind.
Now speaking of wings, shout out to Ted's Wings because we just had them not too long ago too, and there's one out here on May.
Ted's Wings.
Yeah. There's one in Midwest City, but there's where we went to originally, but they got one out here on May, on May and 122nd.
Are they considered
122nd.
Swank?
No, I mean it was good. They good.
Theirs go hard.
The wings is good.
Man,
I'm not trying to throw it up in your face
I
because
say
we know
y'all
you
trying
can't
to talk
enjoy
about wings
chicken
right
no
now.
more. But maybe they'll come out with an impossible chicken.
They tried.
It didn't work.
It's impossible.
KFC came out and it looked terrible.
Dude.
So we gonna shift gears to NBA playoffs 2023. We are at the conference finals. We have the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Denver Nuggets in the West. Miami Heat versus the Boston Celtics in the East. This is an exact replica of the 2020 conference finals of the bubble. And you got the same players, same big two, main two players for each squad still on the team, still playing for these teams. You got LeBron and AD. You got Jason Tatum and
Jaylen Brown.
Bam Adebayo and
Jimmy Butler and Jokic
and Jamal Murray.
So I got a picture up on showing these four cats. So
I caught a lot of heat at work because of a comment that I made.
When?
Last couple of days.
Oh, okay.
Yes, because and once again, and I've said it to them at work. Yeah, it's no knock on the Joe. I think he is.
First of all, what was the comment?
That to me, he's not a top 5 player.
What?
Just to me, he's not. I look at it, and this is what I said.
Name 5 players better than him.
He's very consistent. Name 5 players
better than him. Yeah.
Joel Embiid, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Jason Tatum, Steph Curry, and I will still put LeBron James. Knock one.
That's a good list.
Knock one.
You say Joel Embiid though?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because and this is what I said.
Yeah.
I'm knocking 2 off your list. But go
the
ahead.
Joker's consistent.
2?
He's been consistent. But I have not seen at any point where you can say he improved in this specific aspect of his game.
Let me ask you something.
If I'm wrong.
How many games have you seen him play though? Denver doesn't. You don't see many Denver games.
You
They don't show many Denver
You're
games.
100% right.
But dude will bust you for a 50-point triple double.
So
in a minute.
That's what everybody.
He won back-to-back MVPs.
Okay, so did Steve Nash.
Huh?
So does Steve Nash.
This is true.
Steve Nash was hard when
Really?
he won those
Yeah,
MVPs.
Really?
Come on,
Was,
Frog.
was he ever the best point guard in the league when he won? No. Thank you.
Who was a better point guard
Really?
at the time?
Really?
Steve Nash?
Yeah.
Really?
Who was better than Steve? Steve Nash had the Phoenix
Jason
Suns.
Kidd. Chris Paul.
What was they doing? Chris Paul wasn't even born back then. What are you talking about?
Yes.
He wasn't in the league with Steve Nash. Chris Paul was not in the league with Steve
He wasn't
Nash.
in New Orleans when he was in Phoenix.
Not when he was winning MVPs, back-to-back MVP.
In Phoenix.
Dude, what are you talking about?
Was he?
No, he was not. Chris Paul was in freaking high school.
Wow. So was Kobe still in middle school? I'm just saying. I'm just kind of curious. Chris
06 and 05. So when did Chris Paul come into the league?
2020.
2000?
Yeah, it's got to be. Yeah.
Early 2000.
03?
Because Kobe came in 96.
03?
Chris Paul's going.
So you saying
Paul's
you
going to his
trying
19th
to tell me Chris Paul was a better point guard in his first and second year than Steve Nash was?
When he was okay.
Is that what you're saying?
I.
No, seriously. No,
What I'm saying,
honestly.
what I'm saying is, okay, let me ask you this question. Real
He
simple.
was good,
Okay. He was good.
but he wasn't no MVP.
What up? What up?
Was
What up? What up?
Really?
Coach.
Steve.
Coach in the building.
Coach who?
Coach Junior.
All right, what up, Coach?
Yeah, he on the
What up,
the
Bronx?
TikTok line, chiming in.
tuning in. But you got the stats.
They went to the Western Conference Finals. The Suns did. What did the Pelicans do?
We're talking about stats.
We're talking
MVP.
say
is
MVP.
a regular season
Was he-
award.
Everybody's
Go ahead.
even the first one that he won. Everybody, the consensus was it was going to be Kobe, because I do believe that was the year he was going back and forth to court. If I'm correct, Was that-
Denver
Yes.
thing. Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh wee.
and was busting. I might be wrong. I could be mistaken on my dates, because that was part of the argument as well. Because I feel like the MVP doesn't always go to the. When you think of most value, I'm thinking of the best player that year.
Kobe said the reason he lost the MVP to Nash was because he was stuck playing with guys like Smush Parker and Chris Mill.
That's dope.
Kobe
he-
is crazy.
He did have a horrible.
Oh,
All I'm saying is Joker is a great being,
shout out to
but
Chris Mill and Smush Parker.
you said there was two that you would remove. Which two?
Tatum and Embiid.
Well, hold on.
Give me your list again.
You just knocked off the reigning MVP.
Yeah, they gave him a sympathy MVP. He didn't deserve that. They should have went to his Joker. Joker should have got back-to-back 3-peat.
Wow.
Absolutely. This dude is a
Who's-
triple double, automatic triple. He almost averaged triple
So
double
with
this year.
that being said, then Russell Westbrook
Embiid.
should be a 3-time MVP.
What?
You keep highlighting triple doubles.
First of all, Russell Westbrook
Team got to win
is
too.
averaging the triple double on terrible squads that ain't taking them nowhere. He ain't taking them nowhere. Joker is taking his squad to the conference finals.
Win
What do you
This
mean win?
this year. What did he do last year?
I just said in 2020 they went to the conference finals.
But hold
Last year Jamal Murray
They-
was hurt.
Hold on.
Jamal Murray was
I'm
hurt.
glad you
Michael
brought
Porter
that up.
Jr. was hurt.
I'm glad you brought that up, because since
Jamal
Murray was hurt, they've been exited in the first round. Don't say Joker just been carrying them, because he wasn't.
He was.
They did get exited the first round last year.
That happened.
Last 2 years.
It's happened to KD. It happens to the best of them. They go one and done in the playoffs. Just because he got MVP this year, you're trying to diminish his MVP
I'm not trying to diminish his
by
MVP.
saying what he did last year.
This is the question that I asked him
When,
at work.
when is Embiid?
Is he better than Giannis?
No. I didn't take him off your list. I took Embiid and Tatum off your list. I didn't take Giannis off your list.
I know you didn't.
I didn't take Giannis. Giannis is He's probably, if LeBron wasn't in the league, he'd be the best player in the league. He'd be considered the best player in the league. He don't get that nod because you still got LeBron in the league. Once LeBron is gone, it's going to be Giannis. And Jokic is going to be right up there.
Last year, number one in the West was Phoenix, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Coach said it's going to be rigged for LA and Celtics in the final.
that is the conspiracy theory.
Well,
everybody,
well,
here you go. If they want ratings,
Boston's going to beat Miami in 5, regardless.
No, we're going to get we'll get to the predictions, but it's going to be a repeat of the bubble finals.
I just feel like
What was that?
Miami, Los Angeles.
No, Miami ain't making it.
Not to get too far off the subject of the playoffs themselves. It's no knock on Jokic.
It sounds like it.
He's a talented big. He doesn't play defense. He doesn't have a post up game.
You say he don't got a post up game.
Who do you see him post?
He don't post.
Who do you name one person?
Turnaround jumper. It's not really a post.
His post up game. It's not a traditional post up game, but he puts people in the post and he puts them in a spin cycle and he makes them look crazy. Yes, and he got floaters. He's got a whole arsenal of stuff. What are you talking about?
What big?
You want a five dribble post down, turn around skyhook.
Can Giannis get in the post?
What?
Do you see Giannis in the post?
Giannis is okay. So
you see Giannis in the post?
All he does is turn around and dunks on people because he's an athletic freak. He don't have post moves. Don't tell me Giannis has an arsenal of post moves where he out there looking like Hakeem the Dream. He don't. He's Greek the Freak for a reason because he's athletic and he's tall and he's long. He punishes cats by dunking on cats.
He punishes cats.
He turns around and he's at the rim. It's too easy for Giannis. Real shit. I be looking at the games and be like, damn, that's too
Joel Embiid has a post game?
John B. He's a post player. I mean,
when he wants to,
he has some. I mean, the big men these days are not traditional big men.
Well, no,
all of them,
of course not.
Nobody backs down and actually. I mean, you got guards that try to do post moves. It's the NBA is different. You can't because they want to be positionless.
They are
centers shooting threes and mid range. Joel, all he does is shoot from the free throw line. That's his spot. He's at the free throw line most of the game, or shooting threes. You don't see nobody in the post just getting nasty with post moves. Those they don't last long.
I think for me, for his size and what his skill set is, you would think that he would try to implement that more.
Who? Joker?
Yes.
No,
he can't.
He's like
he's not athletic enough.
First of all, he played.
But he
as a kid growing up, he was a guard. He has those guard skills. He just got big, and then he's still got those guard skills, and he uses those guard skills in the post. He's quicker than you think he is. You got to watch him. When he gets the ball. He'll give you a little something and then go around you.
Oh, it's not.
He got a little handles. No, it's quick and then he slows down. He has total control of his body when he's making his moves. He can go quick and then he can slow it down and it makes him look. You're like, dang, how's he doing that? Trust me, watch him. Y'all gonna watch him.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
He's a master at what he does.
So you got Denver winning?
No. Yes.
Did Denver beat LA?
Yeah. I said earlier that it would be a Lakers.
In what?
Lakers.
Denver in what?
Denver in 6 or 7.
I was going with Denver also.
I mean, you got to think of the matchups.
I'm thinking of the matchup.
You got to think of the matchup.
But hold on. I'm going to get to that.
No, I'm saying I was going Denver, and I was going to do Denver in probably 6.
So,
yeah.
Now, I always like the preference, and this is for either team. Both teams being able to be healthy, no more than what they may have going on at the.
Well, we know one person that's not going to be healthy.
I think
softest person in the league.
I think
Sharman
went out with a pinky.
Hey,
a pinky. Somebody hit him with a pinky. He wheelchair bound.
I think Anthony Davis has the opportunity to punish Jokic in the paint.
Oh no, not punish.
Punish?
Not punish.
Yeah. So Anthony Davis. Okay, go ahead.
Anthony Davis, what?
Go ahead.
I'm talking about when he's healthy. Anthony Davis is what?
What?
He's always considered when he's healthy.
He's never healthy though.
Does he have? Does he have a post package?
He does. You see him in the post. Yes. Here you go. That's literally what just killed The Golden State Warriors.
No, what killed Golden State Warriors?
They
He
couldn't
was
stop him.
taller than all of it. All of
What?
them.
They couldn't
He
stop
was
him.
taller than all
He
of
was
them.
he's-
Jokic is a big boy. He ain't
Yeah,
gonna
but-
be able to
but
do
you-
that.
Yeah,
What
but
he did
you
against Golden State.
Here's the thing, and this is, and you tell me if you know y'all you play basketball,
And Aaron Gordon may even guard Anthony Davis.
and
Gordon is
and they gonna put broke back on LeBron.
Who? Jokic?
No,
Who?
Michael Porter. I mean, come on.
Go ahead.
Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray can guard LeBron.
Oh, is he? So now you trying to say LeBron self check? They can just put anybody on it? You said
No, I think Jamal Murray.
I don't think
can
they
do
have.
LeBron up.
I don't think they have an answer for LeBron.
No.
And I think with them not having
Right.
an answer for LeBron, and if Anthony Davis, even though he can play from the middle out, if he plays from the middle in, I think that's going to have Jokic frustrated because he's not going to be used. He hasn't had to deal with anybody punishing him on the defense while he's on defense, and I think that could affect him offensively because now you got
Jokic is not gonna guard Anthony Davis. I can guarantee you that.
So you gonna give up a
It's
mismatch?
gonna
Who
be
is he
it's
gonna
gonna
guard?
be Aaron Gordon.
So you gonna give up the mismatch?
Jokic is gonna be on weak side. Help. He's on weak side help.
So you gonna put 6'8" on 7 foot?
Absolutely. Because Anthony Davis, all you need to do
So
is chop him.
so you finna
Little
put
bit.
Jokic on LeBron?
I play him on LeBron. Yeah, why not?
So you gonna
Why
put
Why not?
as
Why not?
Stephen A would
But-
say? So you finna put sloth foot on LeBron?
Man, Stephen A. don't know what he's talking about. Stephen A. just trying to be funny. Basketball. If you know basketball, you know. That's for likes and laughs and Jokic is a baller.
He is a baller.
Jokic
He
is-
moves at the same
Jokic-
pace as Doncic. Would you say?
I think Max Kellerman said it best. Somebody said he's one of them cats. You go to the park and you looking like, nah, and then he busts you. He busts your ass. Jeremy's daddy was like that. Jeremy's daddy came out to the court and he tall, lanky. He had these long ass socks and these short shorts.
Jeremy, who's Jeremy?
Jaleesa's husband.
Oh, okay.
Long ass shorts, and he looked like he was halfway drunk. But he got there and busted your ass. You like, what? And ever since then, you pick him up because you know.
I'm not saying
That's Jokic.
He's a baller. He
There's no denying it.
with the exception of defense, because you don't really
He don't play defense.
don't play defense.
I mean, but who plays defense in the NBA besides Anthony Davis?
the Lakers.
Anthony,
Lakers.
Anthony Davis is
The-
the key to y'all's defense. If he is,
No. Y'all, I'm not a Lakers fan. I'm just
you sound like one.
I'm just
You sound like-
what
you
I was
sound
saying
like a
was
Laker
whoever.
Republican.
Honestly, I said whoever won out of Golden State and the Lakers, because I thought Golden State is likely going to win it
That
all.
squad, they ain't been that squad all year because first of all they can't win on the road. Second of all, they got
First-
too much internal turmoil going
It did him in.
for them to
Jordan-
do anything.
I'm sorry, Jordan Poole. His ego got a little too big.
No, he should have hit him back. He would have rallied the squad. If he had hit Draymond back, they would have rallied. He ain't show no heart.
Jordan Poole.
He didn't want the hands.
Jordan Poole. They gave him 120 million,
140.
140 million. Way too soon.
I think so.
He
And
deserved. He earned that.
He didn't.
He had one.
One
He earned
playoff
that.
run.
No.
He earned
He earned that.
140 million.
Anytime Steph went out and they put Poole in, he carried the squad. He averaged over 20 a game. He averaged over 20 a game this year. It just wasn't the same this year.
In the playoffs, he averaged 10.
No, in the playoffs,
Against the Lakers.
he had his worst
He
playoffs.
struggled. He
I get that, but he earned that check.
No,
He just
not one playoff series.
he earned that check.
Not one
He
playoff.
earned that check.
No,
He earned that check.
140 million. Damn. Then what are you paying these other players if you giving this cat 140 million?
They get
for-
it's
for
a
one
lot of
playoff
players.
run?
It's a lot of players in the NBA that's overpaid. That's just because of what the market.
So you don't think he's overpaid?
I don't think he's overpaid.
It's
I don't think he's
struggle.
overpaid.
I think
He could have went anywhere and got.
So they paid him. They paid him a
He got
bag.
the max.
They gave him a max contract because of what he did last year.
Yeah.
Damn, what we gonna do in the future?
Yeah.
Just because you did this last year, we're gonna give you this bag.
100%.
Hell to the no.
It's like the NFL where they don't pay you for what you've done. They say nah, we because the NFL that's like they set it up to where they give you as less as
There you go.
possible.
NFL, they
You
think you
ball
get older,
out.
you get worse.
Yeah, you ball
NBA,
out.
you get older, you get better.
Your contract is up. You've been balling. They say nah, you old now. Your future don't look as bright as what you've been producing. So we don't pay you for what you've done for us.
Well, they gave him that bag thinking he was going to be able to produce the same kind of number.
He's still young.
They gonna give
He's still young.
LeBron his fifth.
Nah.
I'm throwing out that conspiracy theory. They gonna give LeBron.
Nah.
Hey, well,
I think they
let's,
gonna take it. You know,
let's, so yeah, we still got a whole nother series to talk about, and then are we talking about Ja today or what?
Briefly talk about Ja. We good. So you got Denver and
I got Denver in 6.
you got LA in
I think LA in 6.
I got
They finna split the first two.
I got Denver. It's either gonna go 6 or 7 in my opinion.
Coach got LA in 6.
LA in 6. Okay.
Wise man, coach.
And let's flip it to the Eastern Conference. So
I got Celtics in 5.
Miami Celtics. You got Celtics in 5.
I think
in 5.
honestly,
It might be a damn
I think
sweep.
the Heat in 7.
No,
So I got Heat in 6 or 7.
no, Celtics in 5. Celtics are balling out of control. Jason Tatum cannot.
Celtics is not balling out of control. They are getting heroic efforts from Jason Tatum when they need it.
So
The
did you hear
Celtics
what you just said?
when they need it. They needed to go 7 games
So you think
with
he's not going to do that again?
Philadelphia.
So you think that he's not going to do that again? Philadelphia. So you picking Philly? You picking the Heat over Philly?
Absolutely.
The Heat was a damn play-in game. What do you mean?
They're better than what their record is. They're better than how they came into. They backed into the playoffs.
What you just said about Jason Tatum is the same thing that Jimmy Butler's doing. The same exact thing.
Tyler Hero.
When they
Is
need
Tyler
Jimmy
Hero-
Butler's been averaging 30 points a game in the playoffs.
Yes.
30 points a game in the playoffs.
what is Tatum average?
Not 30.
What?
Not 30.
Man, you better look up your record.
I just looked it up.
And what is he average?
just looked it up.
29.7,
I just looked it up.
29.2.
He ain't averaging
It's
more
something.
than
I don't care
Butler
what he's
has-
not average. Tell me his average in the playoffs right now.
Is Tyler Hero expected to be back in this series?
not this series. He'll be back in the finals.
Okay. Then that could
Tyler Hero? We basing it off Tyler
No.
Hero?
that's it. Here, hold on.
What in the
Hold
hell
on.
kind of basketball
Hold
y'all
on.
watch these
No,
days?
hold on. Because this is I think it's not impossible for the Heat to win. I think Hero not being there because that's an added score.
Yeah.
Because when you look at Boston, they got a lot of scores. Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Derek White, Marcus Smart, Malcolm Brogdon,
Oh, you're forgetting someone.
Grant Williams.
You're forgetting someone. Al Horford
Oh yeah, Al Horford's still putting in buckets.
still putting in buckets.
So I'm not. Isn't
It's too much.
Boston should here you go. Boston should finish that series in 5.
Miami got too much.
Boston should.
Boston got too much heat for Miami.
But I will say this.
Straight
I
up.
will say this. If they try to overlook them, like I think they did against Philly,
Overlook who?
Miami. If they keep it close, see they could keep it close and then end up beating Philly.
Only person they have to key on is one person. And you let everybody else get off.
They tried that.
Because they ain't going to have.
Teams, it's been a many teams that just tried that approach with other players.
I'm talking about Jimmy Butler. Lock him down
I
and
know
let
you're
everybody
talking
else eat.
Jimmy Butler.
It ain't going to happen.
He's that
Name.
dude.
Okay, so name. What's Miami starting 5?
So
Who's Miami?
hold
starting
on.
five?
I'm about to tell you. Hold on. I'm about to tell you what
I'm
you
talking
asked.
without looking.
What you asked me. Kawhi Leonard 34.5. Devin Booker 33.7. Anthony Edwards 31.6. Jimmy Butler 31.1. Nikolai Jokic 30.7. I don't see a Jason Tatum anywhere on this list.
What? I didn't ask you if he's on the damn list. I asked you what he.
It ain't 30. It's not 30.
It might not be 30, but I'm pretty sure it's probably 29.2, Frog.
It ain't
'Cause that's
30.
how you roll. You won't give
It
me.
ain't 30. It ain't 30.
What is
The
it?
point
What is it?
The
What is-
point was.
No,
The
no,
point,
tell me what it
the point
is.
of what I said was Jimmy Butler's averaging more points per game
I got it.
than
But
Jason
tell
Tatum.
me,
Jason Tatum is pulling heroic shit out his ass to win the Celtics games, they should be losing.
Why won't you just tell me?
And if it wasn't for Harden and Embiid disappearing Game 7, they would have lost that series.
Why won't you just tell me what he's averaging? That's what I asked.
Well, you looked it up. I was surprised by the lack of effort from both of those guys at Game 7.
Yeah, they quit.
Yeah.
They quit.
I mean, that's they get a coach
Doc Rivers,
fired.
Doc Rivers is probably done.
I mean, I will say this: I applaud Doc Rivers in his press conference saying, "Oh, I see myself being here next year." I mean, you know, hey, it sounds good.
Jason Tatum, 28.2.
28.2, not 30.
You know what?
Okay. He's not averaging 30. You're right. He's not averaging 30.
Here you go.
He's not averaging 30.
He's not averaging more than who?
I feel you on that one.
Jimmy Butler, buddy.
Okay, thank
Here
you.
you go. I feel you on that one
Thank you.
because I was saying how LeBron James at 38, because they were saying how he's still not a top 5 player, but I'm like, he's 38 and he averaged 30 points this season.
Right.
He didn't average 30. He didn't average 30. And when you look it up, he averaged, I think it was 29.2 or 28 point. No, correction, 28.9. I'm like,
He's not averaging 30. He's not averaging 30, but he's averaging 28 points.
But you try to say that. Anyway, listen, I got the Heat.
Great. I knew that. I knew he was getting that.
And it's more so, and they're winning the series without their second best player,
they are.
Tyler Hero.
They are. I give him that. They are.
Well,
I mean, when Tyler Hero went out, I was like, okay, well, they might be done. They are gutting out these series, and it's on the back of Jimmy Butler. I mean, he is willing them to victory.
Unless things have changed over the years. I remember at a time you was a
Yes,
orange and blue.
Yes, I got 2 squads.
He's got several squads.
I got 2 squads.
It's not just 2.
I
It's
got
several.
2. And the Thunder's somewhere in there too,
But
because the hometown. But everybody say that every time I bring up the Heat. No, I got. Yes, it was the Knicks.
well, I know you was a fan of D Wade. You was rooting for him back then.
Yeah.
But I mean, ain't that like a conflict of interest?
No, I actually when the series was going on, I was like,
So when he was growing up, he was a Bulls fan because of Michael Jordan, I guess.
Absolutely.
And
100%.
now, I mean,
I liked the Knicks back then, though. It was a little known fact. I was a Knicks fan, but whenever I talked about basketball, it was about Michael Jordan and the Bulls because they was always beating up on the Knicks. But I liked the Knicks. I just didn't vocalize it like I vocalized the Bulls.
So you're not a Bulls fan anymore?
Absolutely not. No.
Yeah, I think they fans is more based on our home base fans these days.
Yeah, you got to be from Chicago.
Yeah, I think that their last reigning hope was.
So you're not necessarily fans of.
Yeah.
You're not necessarily fans of the team. You're fans of players. There we go.
I'm guilty of that because I am not a Golden State Warriors fan, but
I'm a
I
Cowboys
love watching.
fan.
I love
I'm
watching.
a fan of the team.
I love watching Steph play. Now, I am a 49ers fan. I like the San Francisco 49ers.
So I liked the
But I'm
Heat
a
when
fan
they had
of
Tim
Tom
Hardaway, Alonzo Mourning, all them. I liked them. I liked the Knicks when they had who they had back in the day. I would go back and forth.
Which set?
Huh?
Which set?
When did you like
Knicks?
L.A.?
Was
LA.
it?
Yeah,
was
when
it
Kobe and Shaq
Patrick
was
Ewing?
playing?
I didn't like LA.
when
I
Kobe and Shaq
didn't
was playing?
I didn't like them.
Was it the Knicks with Patrick Ewing and Starks, or was it the Canby and
LJ and all them? I liked
Allen
them too.
Houston,
I liked
or
all
was
of
it
them.
Carmelo?
All of
Donovan?
Every,
I mean, it's
every,
like three
every,
different.
every generation of those Knicks, I was a fan.
Oh, okay.
It's just they never could get over the hump. I mean, because you got better players in the league. I mean, it's just the NBA is that league that's just.
So what happens when Miami and the Heat play? I mean, Miami and New York play each other.
I go with this generation, with this iteration of the NBA. I'm going with the Heat because they got the better team.
So
And
it is
I don't
about-
I don't rock with R.J. Barrett all that much.
rock with.
I don't rock with
who's hot.
Julius Randle. No, it's about the individual players
So you're not a
that make up the
that's their
team.
team. They just got Brunson, so you can't.
I like Jalen Brunson, but I mean, I'm not a Knicks fan because of Jalen Brunson. I want the Knicks to do well. I want them to do well. But if they go up against the Heat, I want the Heat to do better because the Heat got a better team. They got a better organization. They just
have
do
a better
better.
organization.
They just do everything better.
The Heat have a better organization than the New York Knicks.
100%.
Yes.
100%.
What are y'all basing that off of?
From the
Spoelstra,
front
Pat
office?
Riley.
It can't be history.
Front office?
No, I'm talking about. As
Okay, I'm
far
about to say
as-
it can't be history.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about Eric.
Okay,
who
we're
they
talking
got
about like
who they got to place.
like today.
Yeah, well,
Oh, okay.
for the last few years, when you
Yeah,
talk about
it's
Pat
been-
Riley and Eric
It's been
Spoelstra,
about 10 years or so of
Say-
great ownership
because here you go,
and management.
now they just got because all you hear everybody talk about is what Dolan.
Yeah,
Ain't
Nick.
I mean, hell, he kicking his own former people out of his stadium.
He is
like,
he is the worst
who
owner.
does that? Like he, when
He-
your people,
He has.
So we're basing this off of owners.
well,
Management,
organization.
owners, the organization.
He said the organization. And
the organization. You go from the top to the bottom.
They,
GM, coaching,
I mean,
who they draft.
Let's talk about that real fast then.
okay.
GMs.
Mhm.
Are y'all pissed off at James Jones for firing Monty Williams?
I'm yes, 100%.
I was shocked.
Nah, not
that didn't come
caveat
from
to
James
somewhere
Jones.
else.
That came from Matt Ishba.
Yeah, that's
No,
the
no.
new owner.
That's the owner.
Yeah,
the
the
owner
owner.
made him do that.
You know who it came from?
The owner said, like, this is what I heard today.
You know who was in the room too?
who? Isaiah Thomas.
Booker and Durant
What?
were in the room too.
Really?
They helped make that decision.
So this is what I heard.
From what
is
I
that
heard today.
As soon as the game was over, as soon as they lost that series, Ishmael was like, I'm done. He's gone. Now, I'm
'Cause-
pretty sure he went and got a meeting with KDE
Yeah,
and
franchise
Buck and was
player.
like,
But I'm trying to figure out why do they want him.
like, hey, this is what we about to do. They're not gonna say they're not gonna rock for him at that moment when he ain't writing the checks. And I guarantee you, he gave them a list of names. We're gonna go after Nick Nurse. We're gonna go after Budenholzer.
I heard Tyronn Lue is at the top of the list.
That's what I heard today too.
The
They're trying to
Clippers
get
coach?
Yeah. He's top of the list.
by many, he's considered a great coach.
No, I get that, but he's got a great team if they're healthy.
Yeah, if they're
I would take Kevin Durant and Kevin
And Devin Booker over Kawhi and Paul George.
Hell yes,
all day.
yes, yes.
All day long.
You're gonna get here. You go. You don't even know if you're gonna have Kawhi next year.
Here's the thing.
As much as here you go, I
here's-
would say this. As much as everybody talk about Anthony Davis, if Anthony Davis is street clothes and unbreakable, what is Kawhi Leonard?
Kawhi's his own man. He just, I mean, first of all, he probably has a injury that they're not disclosing that's not healing because everybody wants to rush him back and think
He does not rush.
he's not playing because he don't want to play.
So-
he's not playing because he's hurt.
So then he should.
He needs to heal. He doesn't need to retire. It may take him a season to
He
heal.
said
He's
out.
already set out the season.
He needs
Twice.
Not really.
Twice.
Not really.
He did it with San Antonio and he did it with the
Come
Clippers.
on, bro. He did it with San Antonio and the Clippers. Set out twice.
Besides all that, what I'm trying to get at is
Go, say it. I mean,
you cannot. That's cool. If Tyronn Lue decides to leave the Clippers and go to Phoenix, they're not gonna win a championship.
No, finish your statement. Don't agree
That's
with
what
us now.
that's what I'm talking about. No,
No, let's talk about Kawhi.
why are we talking about Kawhi?
You said-
I said what I said about
Because
Kawhi.
you said, why would he leave the Clippers? Because he got Paul George and Kawhi.
Right.
Kawhi gonna
right.
fuck around and
No,
get him fired.
No, Kawhi is better than KD when healthy,
Are you
and
drunk?
Paul George is probably on the same level as Booker.
Is you drunk?
No, I'm dead serious.
Hold on. Did you really just say Kawhi Leonard is better than Kevin Durant?
100%. He's a two-way player. He's a two-way player. Will lock KD up.
Do you
And
realize
Boston
that
for
the
30.
only reason that he won that championship in Toronto is because Kevin Durant got hurt? You realize that, right?
No, because he carried the franchise.
No, because Kevin Durant.
Has Kevin Durant won a championship without Steph Curry? Ever? Has he? Answer the question. Anybody? Anybody? Crickets?
No.
No, he hasn't, and he won't. He won't win another championship till he go back to Golden State.
Let me ask you this question.
Till he go back to Golden State.
Okay. He
won't win another
He won one
championship
championship without
till
Tim
he
Duncan
go
and
back
company.
to Golden State, but he did.
He did.
But he did.
Was he here you go.
He did.
It was like you could say
Basically
that
by
he
himself.
was at the foot of the Red Sea.
Well, a little bit of Kyle
He
Lowry.
prayed and it opened up because both
Whatever
Kevin
it took.
Durant
Old Testament.
and Klay Thompson both
Whatever it took.
went out.
Whatever it took. He
If
had
either one of those guys not
thy
get
rod
hurt,
and thy staff. Whatever.
all he had. I mean, it's easy to beat just one person.
You can make all the excuses you want to.
Good job.
He's done it.
He's not.
He's done it. KD hasn't.
He is not.
All right,
Without
let's,
help.
Let's get our predictions for this East, man.
I got Miami in 6.
It's a I would like to
Could
say
go
Heat,
7,
but it's a toss up. I'm uncertain on that one. It
Boston
depends on
in
which
5.
version of Boston. Boston
That's
should
the whole,
beat.
That's the whole thing. I don't believe in Boston.
Boston should win it in 5.
I mean, I don't believe
Actually,
they
in all
went to the
honesty-
finals last year.
Honestly, Boston should sweep them.
They went to the finals
If you
last year.
look at, if you just look at the totality of both teams, they should be swept. Miami should
On
be
paper, Boston is a better team, but
swept. Not on paper.
games are not played on paper.
Not on paper.
Games are not played on paper. They're played between the lines.
I mean,
And
what was their season? And I know regular season don't matter at this point, but what was it
What, Boston?
between Boston and Miami?
Miami was a play-in game. Imagine that.
Miami's so is the Lakers.
I'm not talking about the Lakers. I understand.
So
But
is the
I'm
Lakers. I mean, you keep saying the playing game. They got a chance to
But Miami
playoffs, and they
he's
got into the
talking
playoffs.
about. He's
but
talking about the difference between Boston and Miami.
But
Boston was
Miami was
Boston's
playing
a 3
game in the
seed
East.
with 57 wins, and Miami's a 8 seed
Mm-hmm.
because they didn't take the first playing game seriously
because
enough.
they lost to Atlanta.
Yeah. They could have been setting themselves up for this run right here.
Boston
Yeah.
and LA in the NBA Finals.
Boston, LA.
Yeah,
Okay,
Boston and LA.
that's
Boston,
cool.
LA.
And then it's gonna be a matter if it's really a passing of the torch or if he's gonna keep the torch. Because everybody know Jason Tatum. is the
It's
face.
going to take.
Jason Tatum is the face of Boston.
It's going. He is.
As great as Jaylen Brown is.
He is, because I mean that's the way they got it set up. That's what they want. I mean, Jaylen Brown is talented enough to run a franchise.
Who's?
Nah,
Who's?
he's
Oh
a
God.
definite Rodman. I mean,
Who?
Robin.
Wow,
Definite Robin.
Who's?
wow.
I'm asking who.
I could name a number of teams he can go to
And be the
and
star
be
player.
the star player.
They thought that about what's his name? What was he was in Boston and then he was in Charlotte and he
Who?
was in OKC.
Who?
What's that guard's
Who you
name
talking about?
that they thought?
I can't
He's
remember.
out the league now. He was in Boston. He was point guard.
A point guard? We talking
Guard.
about a swing guard that averages upwards
Two-way
of
guard.
27
He was there.
points a game.
He balled out in
and
Charlotte.
will hit you for 30.
Kimber Walker.
Kimball,
He was,
are you drunk?
was he
are
not the
you
franchise
drunk?
player? Was he not?
He was the.
You
Are
look-
you drunk?
No, I'm asking you.
You're a little drunk.
Are you drunk?
You talking about
Was
Kemba
he-
Walker? You a little
Was
drunk.
he not the franchise player?
In Charlotte, when Charlotte didn't have nobody.
And then they brought him over to Boston as that quote unquote mission
No.
place in
No,
place
they
of
Kyrie
Kyrie
no,
Irving.
they
Was he
brought
not?
him because he's the safer bet than Kyrie. Because Kyrie didn't want to be there,
that
and they
this-
can get a decent point guard, and he ended up being trash.
that
Are you serious right now, Kimball Walker of all
Kemba-
people?
Kemba, yeah, Kemba,
you kidding me
Yeah.
right now?
what,
you,
hold on.
you messed up with that one.
How did I mess up with that? He averaged over. Well, you talked about Charlotte. We talked about
Charlotte Kimball was
What do you-
nice, but
what's the
Charlotte
thing?
was in the lottery every year. Kimball was averaging
Who?
28 to 30
and
points a
there's no
game.
knock on Jaylen Brown. Who's to say when he goes to some other team he's gonna?
Real talk. That might be a true statement, but he's got that. He's
How do you know?
he
that?
would need obviously he would need more pieces around him. But let's say he went to Minnesota. He would be the face of Minnesota's franchise.
No.
No.
Cat ain't
Anthony
giving that
Edwards.
up.
Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, Cat or Anthony Edwards. Both.
Cat's gonna be gone here in a couple.
Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, what's
is
gonna
the
be
face.
Anthony
Cat's gonna be gone. Cat's gonna be in New York somewhere.
It's gonna be Anthony Edwards.
Next.
Anthony Edwards potentially could be the face of a franchise, but
He's already-
he's not mentally. He's not there.
But
Jaylen Brown is mentally there, and he can produce. Now they would be a 1-2 punch that'll be deadly, but he would be the face of the franchise because he's going to be the one to go out and play defense on both ends, and he's going to be the one to put up points, and he's clutch. He is clutch.
Who?
Jaylen Brown. He's clutch. I'm telling you, if he would Minnesota would be
I'm not
Minnesota
knocking
would
this
be
game because
perfect.
he's a heck of a player. but
Minnesota would be perfect for him.
he's
Promise.
I just can't.
And they got Rudy Gobert. Get rid of Cat. Keep Rudy. Keep Anthony Edwards. Get some more little young pieces.
Rudy Gobert is never going to
He can maybe go.
Rudy Gobert's solid.
I mean, he
defense,
can maybe go to
defense,
Houston
defense.
and
He
become the
gives the
face.
points too, but defense. I'm talking just strictly defense.
He could go to Houston or Detroit.
Nah, Houston got too many young guns. He ain't gonna want to go there.
I'm just saying, as far as to be the face,
They got-
think of a team that has a face that he just finna go.
He would be the face in Houston, but
He wouldn't be the face in Houston.
they got
They got other green in Houston.
they got young guns that's just
There's other young.
They
But
just-
you just said he would be the face.
he would be in
But you
Houston,
just-
but it wouldn't work because they're too young. They have no experience and they're just out to get theirs. Everybody on Houston is out to get theirs.
Jaylen Brown's a great player. He is.
Yeah.
Great two-way player.
All right.
Man, Tony, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Stopping by, guest hosting with us, filling in for some, you know what I'm saying, some absentees. Shout out to Coach Junior and Cousin Phil. You know what I'm saying? Hope to, we'll see you soon.
I appreciate y'all having me. I got off in my little rant, so I do
Oh
apologize.
yeah, you're good.
I'm notorious for that, but I appreciate y'all having me, and I look forward to maybe come back again. This was fun.
We'll definitely have you back. That's for sure. It's always gonna be somebody missing. No, I'm just playing. Just playing. We'll have you back.
Shots
I
fired.
just play.
Pow, pow, pow.
We'll get you back. With everybody in the house.
Bad.
Nah, those are my guys. But anyway, man, this is I love this episode. This is great. Tony, where can they find you at? Are you any social medias or anything you want to share with the people? You selling plates somewhere? What's going on?
No, I'm not selling any plates. Let's say you said earlier in the broadcast, so Instagram A42K. That's about it. Old head. So no, I ain't in all of the different social media outlets.
Old head.
Sorry.
Chris, where can they find you?
TikTok. Chris J the Vet.
All right.
Yeah.
That it?
Twitter, the real Chris Jackson.
All right. And you can find me anywhere at Turn on the Game, the podcast, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, House of Outlier. You can find me there as well. We appreciate you all tuning in, watching the show. Please like and subscribe. Share out to your people. We love the love.
Turn on.
You feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.
What up, this is your boy Frog from Turn Again the Podcast. We appreciate you tuning in and watching the show. We hope you enjoy the content that we bring. If you can do us a favor and hit that like button and subscribe button and share it out to your people, we really appreciate it. Appreciate the love and support. You can find us on Facebook at Turn on the Game. You can find us on Twitter at @turn_on_the_game, Instagram at Turn on the Game, and TikTok at Turn on the Game Podcast. Again, we appreciate the love and support. Turn on.